everyone, and welcome back to Tech Deception, the podcast that demystifies the ever evolving world of technology. I'm Devyani Bose. Today, we are tackling a topic that's critical for businesses undergoing digital transformation: AD decoded smart migration tactics. As companies embrace cloud and hybrid environments, efficient Active Directory migrations are more important than ever. And to guide us through this complex landscape, we have Mr. Prashant Dheer Gupta, Chief Revenue Officer at SysTools. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Devyani. Pleasure to be here.
So, sir, let's jump right into the video. To start off, can you explain what makes Active Directory migration so vital in today's digital shift?
So, Devyani, in today's world, companies are evolving, and AD migration is very critical because it need to be ensured that migrations are very smooth, and that's happened because companies are merging, demerging. A lot of upgrades are happening, and they need to ensure things are up to date at their end, and that is what makes this AD migration critical, and it's required a seamless migration.
Right. So, now let's get into some specific strategies. We have a few questions for you, sir. Let's get
Sure,
on with it.
sure.
So, let's start with the first question. What are the top three strategic considerations businesses should prioritize when planning an AD migration?
So the very top three would be, uh, pre-assessment, where companies should make sure that all the requirements are captured properly, all the risk and initial planning are done. Second would be, they should actually plan it a phase-wise migration where they should consider all the different department so that they are in proper align with the business needs. And third is they should have a robust post-migration, plan wherein they should ensure the users are intact and they have been provided all the required support.
Okay. So, how do you recommend businesses tackle the challenge of minimizing downtime during a migration?
So that can be achieved by majorly two, three things. One is they should plan incremental migration strategies. They should have a proper schedule in place, and also they should have a proper rollback plan. So they should ensure that these are taken care in an initial phase of the plan itself.
Right. So, sir, the next question that I would like to ask you is that what role does automation play in streamlining the AD migration process?
So automation does the very significant role in entire migration process. First of all, is streamline the entire manual errors,
Mm.
reduces manual errors. It's also speed up the entire migration process, and also it's ensure the consistency, especially in the large scale migrations, basically, wherein
Okay.
you are actually migrating users or AD users more than 10,000, 20,000. So it's definitely help automation in the entire migration process.
Okay, sir. And how can companies ensure data integrity and security during the whole migration process?
Okay, so integrity and security are a major role play in entire migration. Integrity ensure that the data which being migrated are accurate data, no errors, and security ensures there's no data loss and
Right.
data theft basically.
Hmm.
Now that can be achieved, uh, like you know there are tools available which can help automate data mapping, source to destination. They provide comprehensive reporting, which actually help during the migration process. This also have a lot of validation check on the data. They actually help you plan the best practices like incremental migration process. They also provide various security checks which actually help you have a robust security measures like encryption, taking care of encryption, data control and compliances basically. It also help you have a proper rollback in the place so that anything goes wrong, you can actually roll back the entire migration process. and ensure
Absolutely.
that no one can actually uh, uh, have any issues with that basically. By leveraging all these things, one can actually achieve the data integrity and and secure migration done basically. I think this will help have a very robust migration process uh, during this basically.
Right. Can you tell our audience what are some common pitfalls that the businesses should avoid when migrating to a hybrid or a cloud-based AD environment?
So, one should not, understanding the target environment is one of the key where a lot of pitfalls and failures happen during the migration. Also, neglecting network bandwidth requirement in place. They should ensure there are properly network uh, are in place so that they can achieve a desired speed of the migration. And also, they should definitely focus on, security implications. Common mistakes are something they should watch as a smooth migration process basically.
Okay. And how important is user communication and training during the whole AD migration?
I think this is extremely important uh, because during the migration majorly end user get impacted, and they should be properly informed about any such migration milestones. Like if they are getting migrated, they should be well in informed about the migration dates and timing, what is the impact on the users, how they should be they should be provided proper trainings to handle all these changes. And the change management is one of the key factor during the migrations. I think it's very important to have your user keep updated and educated during the entire process.
Absolutely. So, can you tell our audience what are the best practices for handling complex permission and access control scenarios during a migration?
Okay, so would be a straight answer like thoroughly mapping existing permissions, user base group policies, and conducting rigorous testing are critical, okay, for handling any such complex during the migrations.
Okay. So, let's move on to the next question. What's a common misconception about AD migrations that you'd like to address?
So people think it's a technical project, but it's not, okay, because this is also a business process. And it's understanding the impact of this project on users is very much important.
Mm.
And it's also a business operation critical. So the misconception is this is not just a technical project, it's also a equally change management and project management as well.
That was a great point, sir. The next thing that I would like to ask is what's one piece of advice that you would like to give to the IT teams preparing for AD migration?
So Devyani, my advice would be, whenever they are planning, they should actually have a testing, on a staging environment where they will ensure all the technical are tested, all the issues are potential issues are resolved before actual migration done.
Mm.
And it also they should have a proper assessment done on the production impact and user impact. I think this
Right.
should be taken care for a successful migration.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the future of AD migrations in the context of emerging technologies like AI and machine learning?
Very good question. AI and machine learning will definitely play a very significant role in AD migration. It actually help have a proper pre-assessment done, system-based pre-assessment done. It also help identify initial risk. It also help mapping source and destination requirement. It will actually reduce a lot of manual intervention, speed up the entire process. AI can actually help have a proper accuracy check done, and these are the things which can actually um, which can actually emerge as a new way of doing migration through AI help.
Great advice, sir. I hope that all the audience who are watching this video can get help from what you have said in this video. So, can you recommend them a tool that can help them overcome all of these barriers and restrictions and that can help them to, you know, go through this whole process of AD migration smoothly?
I think Divya, spot on this question basically, because after hearing this entire podcast, they will be definitely looking for a good a tool which can actually help them have a very seamless migration. The tool can actually be AI enabled. The tool can be futuristic, and definitely at SysTool we have our flagship product called M Migrator, which actually help with all these pointers which we talked about best practices, ensuring all errors to be taken care, best practices, and tool have a lot of features like uh, support a lot of features like MFA, which is one of the key factor when the migration happen. It actually migrate computers, migrate SSID history, it migrate users and all basically. It's really helped that.
Basically, everything that sums
Yes,
up this video.
that's actually support that, and I'll definitely request whoever is planning for AD migration or any such migration, they can definitely look into our tool and contact us to actually help them have a seamless migration done with the with the seamless end user experience. Thank you.
Great. So now you guys know where to look at for all the obstacles that you're going to face. So, with that, we are coming to an end of this episode. So, it has been great having you. I hope that it has been great for you as well to join us in the podcast.
Devyani, absolutely right. I also feel this is a much important, topics which we covered today, and this is really gonna help all the audience here. Thank you for inviting me. Thanks once again.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
And on that note, thank you for joining us today. If you like this episode, don't forget to subscribe, share, and follow us for more shocking tech deception stories. And if you have a story tip, send it our way. Until next time, stay smart, stay skeptical.